Yes. Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good moment of now. Every moment of now is a moment of you. It is a moment to embody, to align, to allow, to activate all that you are in this moment of now. All right, so just wait and see if anyone wants to come on. So every moment of now, Spirit has been talking a lot about that and having me start the live. And it's just to bring our awareness that every moment of now really is an opportunity and it's a gift for us to come to greater self-realization, greater understanding, greater insight, greater wisdom of our innate self, of our God self, of our light and our love to be realized in this physical reality. It's so beautiful. We are creating the experience, whether we consciously realize it or not. So if we're creating it and we're God source energy, we're creating it for our own good, for our own development, for our own expansion of love and light. Because in truth, the only truth is love. The only truth, the ultimate truth is love. That's so beautiful. Good morning, Melanie. I wasn't going to hop on, then like Spirit's pushing me to hop on. And whenever I get that nudge, I know that either now or later someone's going to resonate with this message. And it gives me a minute to allow the outside to warm up a little bit because I really am wanting to go for a RIA on the run. So most likely when I start my days off like this, I end up probably popping on 3 times live with messages because one thing activates another. Then we open up and we create space and we create this momentum of spirit to flow. So anybody out there, if you don't mind shining, if you don't mind shining out, I would appreciate it. Good morning, beautiful Munazabi. Shining out. That's a beautiful way to say it because when we share and when we open up, we really, really are shining. We're illuminating and we're stepping into more and more of ourselves. So if you guys don't mind shining out, instead of sharing out, shining out, it's the same thing. When you share from your heart and you share that which you are engaged in for your own good, then you really are shining. So Spirit is bringing into our awareness when we share, when we express, when we step into our energy, when we show up, we really, really are shining. And when you shine with more light, you're not just shining on this timeline, you are activating a portal within you to open up, to release, and to accept other energies, streams of consciousness that already lie within you that may have been dormant. Holy crap. I just love these channelings that have been coming through lately. They're so powerful. And it just brings an understanding, a greater understanding of what our process is and what's really happening when we tune in and we allow the moment and every moment of now as we allow it to be a part of us to bring us to greater self-realization, exactly what's happening as we activate. So I'm going to do a quick power. I'm going to do a power of 3. And Spirit has also been really talking about how the power of 3, how it creates a triangle. That is a power point. The triangle in itself, it's actually a activation. When you create a triangle by bringing together the mind, the body, and the spirit, it literally creates a portal. The portal is an activation, another activation within your own being of light. In every light activated, every code released, every density they're saying transmuted literally creates a portal, in a portal of different streams of consciousness. And what really hit me then is if we are activating a portal through the power of 3, that actually, guys, and this is like new to me, actually is reflected through the pyramid symbol. Because if you're activating a portal, and every portal in every dimension, every portal activates in is experienced multi-dimensionally, that would bring in the whole idea of pyramid, because a pyramid is a triangle but multi-dimensional with different triangles on all sides. So this is really, really powerful, and I never understood it this way until a couple of days ago when I was kind of contemplating that as I was working out. The triangle is a activation, it's a portal But within the portal, that's multidimensional, it brings in other streams of consciousness, which is represented by the pyramid, which makes sense why pyramids are powerful points. Is that amazing? And you guys might already know that, but I know the pyramid is powerful. I know the power of three is powerful, but now I have a greater understanding of how the pyramid transforms. I mean, how the triangle, the power of three, transforms into the pyramid, into pyramidal energy. I don't know if that's a word. So isn't that so cool? Good morning, Shireen and Melanie and Moon. Thank you so much. If you don't mind shining out, I'm doing a power of three. And the power of three literally, and I never explained it this way, but Spirit has been showing me more and more how a power of three message is literally an activation of light, a light within you. Because when you're bringing the understanding of the spiritual with the physical, creates a catalyst, creates this, and then shoom, it opens up, it activates light. Shoom. The spirit and the physical in the past didn't necessarily mesh, and they caused a reaction when you brought them together and merged to create a third. And then within that, you are opening up a portal. The third eye, the pineal, all of this area, the thalamus, and there's a higher hypothalamus. I don't understand all of the verbiage, the definitions, but just know that you're opening up a portal. The portal, like the third eye, you're being able to see multidimensionally and connect and receive that information in whatever way, shape, or form your gift is to receive, whether it's an inner knowing or a vision or hearing or smelling or feeling, seeing, seeing. So this is really awesome. So I was even questioning, well, power of threes, do you really even want me to continue that? Should I continue it? And the Spirit's like, hell yeah, that's a portal. It's a portal. It's an activation in a way that brings a greater understanding to the human mind. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to give the outside a little time to warm up before I go for my run. It's like 30, and 30 is not really cold, 30, 32 Fahrenheit. But when it's damp, it's like extra cold. So I'm just going to let it warm up, because sometimes 25 degrees, 20 degrees in the dead of winter when there's snow and the wind is calm doesn't feel cold. So I'm just going to give that some time to warm up. We're going to connect, bring our intent, bring our awareness to our light body to continue that expansion and that activation and that self-realization of all that we hold within us that's so powerful that we might not that we don't realize. And we want to experience that in the physical. That's how we're like we're breaking free of the cycles. We're breaking free of the matrix. We're entering a timeline where we're activated and we're allowing and we're aware, and we don't need to continue that limited way of life. But we came for that as well. We came for that density in order to activate our light. You guys are all master light blasters, and your light truly is activated through the density, and that's so beautiful. But now you've you've gone through enough density and activated. We don't need to keep reliving those experiences, Spirit is saying. That's so beautiful. So we'll take a nice deep breath into our heart space. Our heart is that middle, it is the center, it is the portal. The heart is the portal to all that we are in all timelines, all dimensions. It's our time traveling machine. It is where we commune with, well, we always commune, but where we connect with our higher self, our feelings, our emotions, all that we're going through the physical and through the spiritual. It is where the physical and the spiritual meet. That centers, it's the middle chakra between the upper and lower. It is the love. It is the green experience on Gaia. We'll take a nice deep breath in. Feel into your energy. Feel your light. Visualize your light. See your light. Take a little bit deeper breath. And a little bit deeper. Hold it. Feel the illumination of all that you are on this timeline, where you are right here, right now. And exhale. Awesome. That just brings an overall peace to my entire being. So a little, like, it takes but an instant. And before I get out of bed, I just I imagine that this is me a light cross, the physical representing the spiritual and the physical merging, and then that out breath, experiencing all of that to be realized. So here's the spiritual represented by the sun coming up over the horizon, and we're grounding that into our physical experience, and then we we experience it. We experience it on our out breath. We experience it by our creation, what we see before us, and that is activated as we rise above the density or the darker experiences or the things that were unknown or things that made us confused. As we go through those experiences, we activate more and more of our light body, and we are given greater understanding and insight and wisdom and self-realization through those experiences. For you created those experiences. We came for that journey. So very, very beautiful. All right. So I'm going to do a power of 3, which includes my book, which is The Limited Human Mind, Seeking the Answers, Seeking what it knows already intuitively, to have that understanding in the intellect. So it's a merging of the you could call it the ego or the limited way that our physical body perceives things, but asking that God mind, and they merge. And then we'll do the heart. We'll do a Mother Earth heart card representing, we could say it's our spiritual self, our heart's understanding combined with the spirit. And then I'll do a conscious spirit card representing that energy created by the combining both of those, that portal that we're opening. Thank you, Melanie, for sharing. Hey, Christy Burt, good morning, good afternoon, good moment of you, Christy. We're all here collaborating and reflecting aspects of each other's light. So that's so beautiful. So as Christy, as Shireen, as Miranda, as Melanie, as you guys are here, we are engaging and stepping into more and more of ourself, embodying more and more of our light in a way that we can experience, or in a way that our energy is reflected through these messages, through this transmission, through even all of the channelings and what comes through. You guys are the ones reflecting that energy for your own awareness and activation, embodiment, self-realization. All right. So pick a number, somebody. Pick a number between 1 and 112. You guys are going to geez, I'm Crow Man. That's a pretty name, no? Tala. It's a pretty name. Tala Melanie, very pretty. But sorry, bye-bye. All right. So somebody pick a number. All right. Hey, Heather, good morning. Good luck on your interview, or did you already have that? And was that yesterday? I just saw that, so I'm not sure if it's today or yesterday. 99, Melanie's got it. All right, 40. All right, we're going to add up in 11. Okay, that's good. So I suck at adding up stuff. So 9, 10, that's the 0, carry the 1, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, so that's 150. We're going to break that down from 5 plus 1 is a 6. Is that right, guys? Does that break down to a 6? 99 plus 40 plus 11. You guys are so great to catch you. I'm headed to Tennessee. Oh, I hear Tennessee so beautiful. And Tennessee, they say, it's southern and there's valleys and there's little mountains and stuff. It's very similar to Vermont where I grew up, but nicer weather. Okay. Yes, 6. Thank you, Shireen, for that affirmation. All right, so we're going to do number 6. Thank you, guys. I love this when we make it fun in a game and we make it interactive and we collaborate and come together in choosing. So 150 was the original number. So you can even apply those numbers in digits individually. 1 meaning that lone wolf, that leader, that, stepping, creating, paving, blazing your own path. 4, 5, change. 0 represents the unlimited opportunities. To me, that represents a portal you're entering of that unlimited potential and abundance, and anything can happen. So that's beautiful. So even in that breakdown of the number, you guys, as you go forward in expressing your own divine frequency imprint, which is your soul's expression on this timeline, created and based in multidimensional you, utilizing your abilities and gifts and talents to have your soul journey now. So that's your individual expression going forth, being courageous, being strong, being a leader, which a master light blaster is without a doubt. Well, that creates the 5, which is the change. Change also represents the 5 also represents freedom, spontaneity, impulsivity to create that portal. So that in itself was a beautiful expression and breakdown of the 150, and probably the message that's going to come up today. So we'll see. This is so awesome. And I have been mentioning in my last 2 couple videos that I am going to be creating a private paid donation group where it's going to be a Master Light Blasters. I'm not sure what I'm going to entitle it. Master Light Blasters Everyday Life, or the Journey of a Master Light Blaster, where we take all of my teachings and what I do now, but it's going to be in a private group, and it's going to be obviously interactive, and it's going to be obviously I'm going to be more scheduled, and we're going to have these different learnings, teachings, activations, healings, exploration of energies. But it's only going to be possible with who comes in the group, because as we have been demonstrating, every one of my lives, my channelings, my power of 3s, it is created by you guys. So in this group, you are going to actually be creating the information you need to utilize, to apply, to affirm your journey. And that's so beautiful. That was the intention of the Gold Room group. But then, we take different paths sometimes, or it's not totally ready. We're meant to plant a seed. It gets a little big. Then we have to go and continue to cultivate our own gifts, abilities, and journey, activate more of our light, and then we revisit. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. But I'm also going to be popping on like this as well. All right. So what number are we on? 6. So that was the original intent of the Gold Room group a few years ago. And it was like a fee. I think I think Tamara told me it was $25. And I guess I just wasn't quite ready to proceed. So, cause I have to, manage that, and it'll be like a month, every month there'll be a fee, donational fee, but of a certain amount. And I'll also be doing readings, and it's also going to be a place where we can practice our own gifts and readings amongst each other as well. So it's going to be like creating our own class with our own gifts, with our own energy. So to me, that is freeing. It's so freeing, because it's going to be not step by step, and everything has to be the same. There's going to be an outline, but at the same time, you guys are going to be creating the class, the information, just like you do on every single live I do. Like, you just pick this page. And I will be doing daily readings. So like, even in that, it's worth it, because right now, what do you pay, $22 or 15 or whatever for a little message a day through different readers. So even that is going to be so worth it, just to get that little insight of reflection of your energy you might need to continue your journey. And that is beautiful, because we are human, and we do like that outside support and reflection of our path, of our ahas, of what we're going through, because we are physical. So we came for that experience. We got to honor that physical need and wants and desires, because if you don't honor the physical, you're not honoring your temple, and the temple is your physical body. As you journey, you are the testimony and the witness all in one of your God source energy through your experience. That's so beautiful. All right, 6. Holy shit. So we might have to do another number, because let's just see what 6 says. Oh my God. We're going to pick another number, but this is beautiful, because it's a message within itself, because the next is the acknowledgments, which is number 7. And this is a blank page. So this message is 6. Okay. I'm going to bring it to the 15. I'm going to take it to page 15, because that will be the next breakdown of that same number. I don't know why I insisted on 6. I guess because it was the breakdown of 150. But Spirit, obviously, you guys obviously want to bring this. It's a blank page. It's a new beginning. No matter what happened in the past, like I make reference to the Gold Room group, and throughout the few years, I've thought, oh man, why did I start that? Or whatever. I know it was meant to be. What do you want from, how am I supposed to generate this group or class or teachings and all of this stuff within the Gold Room group? So know that every moment is a blank page of it can be a new beginning of even an extension of something you already started or an idea that has been forming. And that pause was necessary for you to activate and cultivate and allow more of your self realization, to allow more of your multidimensional self to enter the picture, Spirit is saying. So, this is just a quick message saying that every moment is a moment of you to start from a new beginning, because it really is not just an idea or theory, this new beginning, because every moment, this is so beautiful, guys. It's so powerful if you really listen, which I'm listening, feeling. Every moment is a clean slate, and we hear that in theory, but what it really means is every moment you have activated and shifted into allowing more and more of you. So every moment is even a moment where you are allowing, embodying, and applying and shining and illuminating more light. So me at even 8 a.m. Eastern time, I'm not the same me that I was then. Every moment truly is a new expression of you from a higher awareness, from a higher frequency, because we're always shifting. We just do it so seamlessly, shifting realities, that we don't notice it. So it gives us um, the idea of linear time or that experience, but really we're shifting. So what it's saying is now we also are shifting exponentially, but every moment really is a new beginning, because we are new. We are born anew every moment, because we're always activating and expanding our light. That is so beautiful. All right, so I'm going to go to page 15. Yes. And oh my God, in a Master Light Blaster, especially Heather, I know you're going to really understand this as an artist. We're all called to be artists, but our expression of our artwork is different, and you got to stand alone. And sometimes that artist's journey is lonely, because you have to be vulnerable. You're really expressing an essence within yourself that can't necessarily be duplicated, so you have no comparison. Like even what I do with what I do, whatever the hell that is. But there's no comparison when you are truly stepped into your divine frequency imprint. It really opens you up to vulnerability, because there is no other you or comparison, even though it might be based in a certain theme: teaching, channeling, healing, art, cook. You're still putting yourself out there. So you really do have to be that leader or loner, even within groups, because you came for the experience of you as a Master Light Blaster. You came for you. So it can, oh, that's what it came to, Heather. Thank you. So in that, being human, yet we're embodying so much of our spiritual part by allowing all of our light, by allowing our individual path, by allowing our mold to be shown, taking off our mask, taking off the clothes that don't fit us. And so that outside affirmation is needed by the physical, like just that, oh, good job, or oh wow, that really made sense to me, or wow, that was a nice piece of art. The physical being needs that. I just need a tissue to continue our journey, and it gives us that confidence. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. We're here to be physical, just like if you're a physical being and we're never hugged, that the hugs are necessary. So I guess the affirmation and confirmation, what they are is they're energetic hugs. And a Master Light Blaster is really strong and powerful, because they have done their journey solo. They have had their dark nights of the soul. They have had their reflections and introspections and questioning and doubt and feeling of unworthiness and all of that. But that's what makes you that light. All right, hopefully that makes sense. All right, so we're going to go to 15. So thank you, blank page. Oh my God, that's a message within itself. A blank page, wherever it went, a blank page says it all. That is so awesome. So that's almost like when we say, well, we say so much without speaking. Love speaks without words. We communicate without words. Well, that blank page says so much without containing any words. It's so awesome how spirit and in our light, as we activate, it takes us onto so many different layers. It's just so awesome. All right. And I get all like, emotional, teary, whatever. I'm going to speak it truth. Holy crap. So going to page 1. Okay, this is so beautiful. So 15 is literally chapter 1. So this is combined with that blank page. We're literally in a new chapter of us, but so is every moment. So that blank slate, that blank path, that new beginning is chapter one. This, and isn't it a new moon tomorrow, guys? Someone was telling me, I think it was Suzanne DeBozy. Someone was mentioning yesterday in my live that tomorrow's a new moon. Tomorrow is my beautiful little earth angel, my real life leprechaun Mythos's birthday. All right. So let's pick a paragraph. And it says the first one. So chapter one, the key to becoming all you are meant to be. You hold the key to all your power. Turn it. So that is the heading of today. It's telling us we're in a new chapter, a new beginning, a new allowance, a new embodiment. We are the key. We hold the key. And that's the turning to me is just allowing that door to open, just being present with your gift, being present with that gold treasure chest within you and allowing it. You turn the key. But there's also saying action is required, because really to open up a locked door, and this brings in the physical component of us energetically, we can know stuff, have theories, but we came for the physical expression, movement. So we literally, to open up a door, have to take a physical key, turn it, and open up the door. So this is also telling us whatever that new beginning we're embarking on, obviously we got to use our energy and our movement. That's bringing forth the masculine part of us in those divine feminine ideas, insight, third, all of that intuition. We are called to combine the two. Hence when I step out, or me creating this new class, I got to take action, not just keep talking, not just thinking and contemplating. There are times for those, but there's times to actually step in. Like when I created the Gold Room group, that was also in my mind for a long time. And so I did it, but then I paused, and that's okay. So I had to take action on it. We can't just keep it. If I never created it to begin with, then I wouldn't have questioned, well, what am I going to do with it now? I had these grand ideas. I started full force for the first month. Now what? And so what Spirit is saying is, even if you never began those other things that you had to pause from, you still wouldn't be where you are here now. So what it's saying is, those times where you feel you're procrastinating, it's not really just procrastinating. It's called divine timing. So you needed to cultivate and activate a process. They're saying, process that energy, that activation within you, where the physical body can meet up with it. So you've had ideas in the past. We all have. We've had these ideas of retreats. I know many years ago, I had the idea of the Cup of Life, where I wanted to retreat, and it was combining everything, the whole mind, body, spirit thing. And so we've had these ideas, and not to be hard on yourself if you have not fulfilled them yet, because they were building blocks to get you to where you are now. Your body needed to process the understanding of it. So we've planted seeds, we've activated them, we fed them, but now it's time for them to rise above the surface. They're saying, like a plant. New moon release. Yes. Do a new moon release. Heather. Yeah. So it's tomorrow. That's so cool. Anyone else have my son Mythos? It's so funny you say that. So he's just a total little shining light. He hugs strangers. He tells them I love you all the time. And then of course the school, they want it, and I understand having social, respecting other people's space. He will hug, he'll put his face into any dog, strangers. Oh, I love you, and then poor him, he's waiting for a response. But not everybody is so open and receiving and used to that. But I know that he's activating, he's giving him that love. He'll hug everyone, but some people aren't so on that. But he's just opening them up. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Christy. Sending love and light and positivity. I'll stick that up there. Sending love and positivity to all healing who need it today. Archangel Metatron is traveling with me today. Beautiful heart hugs. I feel it in my heart. I felt it before I even came on. Like there's going to be a lot of all right, let's get to this darn thing here. Heart stuff, heart opening, and sending you, Heather, too. Beautiful. All of us. Let's just pause for a second and just really have Heather just like when I make a prayer to someone, I don't have expectations because I know their own journey is theirs. I just imagine them exploding and stepping forward with the fullness of who they are. And when you have that, you know that everything is right. If you are activated and stepping into the fullness of your potential, whatever happens, happens for your greatest good, no matter what. So or I'll just take a pause and send that to Heather, and obviously for all of ourselves as we enter this new moon and these new beginnings, and releasing, releasing those old cycles. All right. So we all hold a very special key. It is a key that unlocks all that we are. That's my goal, guys, right there. I want to be totally activated in my physical being. I don't want to have to wait till I'm in spirit. I don't want to have to keep coming back anymore. I want full activation, and I want it now. And guess what? All things exist now, because in reality, there is no linear time. There is no space preventing you from being anything, anywhere, at any time. It's all frequency matches, guys. And that's, I'm sure, what all of you guys as well want, or you would not be here. All right. Chrissy Mythos, number 24, happiest of birthdays. He's going to be 15 tomorrow. As in 15. And he proves he's the epitome of age is just a number, because he's really like, much younger. He holds that love, that light, that innocence, but combined with that little rascaliness of a human, he's got that perfect amount of devil. All right. So we all hold a very special key. It is a key that unlocks all that we are, all that we could ever want, all and more than we could ever dream. Access to this key is so simple. It's so simple, yet we make it so hard. This key is always there waiting for us to use it and unlock our treasure chest that lies within our very being, and to release the power within it. We all so badly want to be the winner of the big lottery, but little do we already know we are the winner. We think winning the lottery will give us power to do what we want in our lives. If we only knew that all the power is already within us. This very special key that unlocks our power and the best life we could ever want. The very key that has unlocked my very own treasure, heaven on earth, has a special name, and it's called believe. So obviously we believe. That is the root. If we don't believe without seeing that this is all possible, or this is our power, and we have to open up that door. So it's almost like going along with taking the key and opening up the door. And how I said it in there, it's through believing. Through believing is a key. Through believing, even though you don't understand, you're still going to allow, because you're naturally tuned into something much deeper than you can understand or comprehend through your knowing. So just believing, you got to believe. And I'll see that random a lot. Like before I wrote this book, I would see believe everywhere, believe everywhere. And that's a beautiful way too, that we receive those physical acknowledgments through signs of the universe. We just receive them. It doesn't even have to be through another being. It could be through a sign, or for me, hearts, or whatever it is. All right. Very beautiful message. Let's see who else is here. Good morning, Teresa. Happy birthday, Mythos. Yeah, and I'm like, today's his last morning, his last day of being 14. All right. All right. This is believe. So how do we believe? This card is the root of a Master Light's Blaster's journey, and it's all about self-love, guys. It's about claiming our power. It's about claiming our light. It's about believing we are worthy. It's about believing we truly, truly are a star. We're a star to be experienced through our physical journey. It's not about allowing others to run us over, put us down, even though we might have needed those experiences in order to connect to our power, to connect to our worth, to connect to who we are. It's all about self-love and accepting everything about us. That is part of to unlocking that treasure chest within. Not deeming certain traits, attributes, characteristics, thought forms as positive and others as negative. Not deeming certain habits or things you do as bad. It's about allowing all parts of you. It is through the labels and definitions and criticisms and judgments. They're saying judgments of those things that we do that actually cause a what's it called? I'm going to say a psychopathic response, not a mental reaction to that. So we cause and entangle within our mind these judgments, and then it becomes habitual addiction or whatever, and we can't get out of it, but it's because we're not allowing it. We're just got to allow it. Like when you unknot a string or something is cast into a net, you're not going to get out of an idea or a thought if you're just struggling. And I'm just thinking of those nets, that are in a tree and someone steps on the net and then it's like, in jungles and stuff, you're trapped into a net. If you try to fight out of your own thoughts by judging them and wrestling with them and criticizing them, which means not just thoughts, it's all about your body. You're just going to entangle yourself and keep creating that experience. You just got to let go, got to cut the net off and just release and allow yourself to have all of those experiences. And then they're no longer psychosomatic. I think that was the word, psychosomatic. It's so long, it'll release. So you could say, well, geez, I'm crow, I've got this habit, I got this thing. Well, if you just give in and allow it, sometimes that is enough. Sometimes everybody's an individual, no one size fits all, but in general, it's like when you go on a diet and you said you can't have something, you're going to automatically want it. So it's like, then when you allow yourself, then you release that need to have it, the psychosomatic part of it. So they're saying what we do is we put ourselves in a net, tie ourselves up tight. We just try to break free through the fighting, through the judgment, through the criticizing. And they're saying, releasing that. Release. How do you release? You allow. It's a paradox, okay? Everything I have found out in life in the physical realm is paradox working for us. So this is just about allowing self, loving all parts of ourself, because you came here for the journey. And if you're God's source energy and all is to serve you, then wouldn't we just allow all parts of ourselves? Wouldn't we just allow those experiences? This is one of my biggest struggles. I'm going to tell you that. But that's also what makes you guys a powerful master light blaster. All right. So out of those two, let's see what the spirit part is. Conscious spirit. All right. So what is the final word? And don't forget what I was saying earlier is the power of 3 creates an opening. It's an activation. So through the paragraph of this book, which you guys always pick good ones, of course, in this. So the mind and the body. So this is the mind, the book, our questioning, our seeking, because we intuitively know there's more. The heart, representing our heart, a portal to all that we are and all of our experience in this body and all bodies that we've ever experienced. And this is the spirit, and that creates a triangle. A triangle is a portal, and that is multidimensional, represented by the pyramid, which makes us powerful. So this activates a thought within us, an idea, an understanding. Every time we get an aha or an insight that clicks, that resonates, it sparks another activation, another code within us, and we become more light. Our bodies become more light because we've released the density. We've activated the light, transmuting a struggle into a greater understanding, which is light. It's freeing. It's liberating. Light is free. It's liberating. It's multidimensional. It travels. It's light. It's not dense. So all of these experiences have activated the light. That is why you guys are masters. All right. And it is a portal. So when you activate light, that light, like Spirit was saying yesterday, is multidimensional. And that light travels us through a portal of another timeline we're experiencing. A clean slate, another version, like that blank page, another version of ourselves, a new beginning in every moment. I love the breakdown, how Spirit comes through and gives me a breakdown so that physical part of me can merge with the spiritual, and it brings an understanding, not just a lofty thought, but it gives me an explanation. I love that. I love it. And it's beautiful, and it's freeing, and it's liberating. Just like that net, you want to keep tangling yourself up in that net, but if you just release, allow, and accept, you can be released into freedom, into light, into less density. And that's what you guys are doing. Through your own individual internal struggles, you're transmuting the darkness into the light to bring forth a frequency that creates a portal to a greater experience on earth, in your physical heaven on earth, the golden age of Aquarius. All right. Let's see what we got here, conscious spirit. All right, beautiful. And this just looks like it. And this is appropriate for the new moon. It's a 19, which represents a new beginning. I mean, 19, wait, 8 and a 9, 18, right? 9, an end of a cycle, stepping into this new beginning. And that is exactly what it looks like. There's that portal. This is the physical affirmation of our message about creating portals through our light activations. The angel being free with the wings, freedom, liberation, free to be you, free to express you in the purity without judgment. Releasing this, transmuting this energy of judgment, criticism, labels, definitions, all of that muck. And this is what the result is. This is the portal that we are creating. It's so funny because we needed this. We needed this experience in order to create that portal. So that makes everything so much better and worth it. And what it says is air elemental, and that's free. That's light. You know, it's breathing in the oxygen too, taking in the breaths to connect to your heart space. If you're having a hard time with something, Spirit is saying, during this transition, during this transmutation, during this new moon, during your end of cycles, like me, I'm having a hard time ending the cycle of Mythos being younger and older. Just breathe into that heart space and allow. Just breathe and become present in the moment. And as you allow emotions of sadness or melancholy or even regret or anything you have within you, bringing breath and bringing it to your heart space in the moment to feel through it as you allow, as that observer, and witness. This is where the witness comes in. Witness those emotions to flow through you. You literally transmute them into light. I embrace the element of air and I'm open to all knowledge and wisdom. So the element of air, when you think of air, it's oxygen, it's air. So there's a big message here on breathing. Maybe you guys meditate, breathing, taking those deep breaths in to work through anxieties, Heather. They're saying, Heather, breathe. Just keep breathing and focusing on your heart space during that interview. Just click into that, click and anchor into your heart space, Heather, and that's anchoring you into your light body. So whenever we breathe, Spirit is saying we're being anchored into our light body, and that allows the transmutation of denser energies to bring us to this. Not beautiful? Hey Chris, how are ya? Yeah, not always. I was waiting for, I don't always start early. Most likely I'm going to go on a Ria on the run, and I always get like insight. So I'll probably pop on. I can feel it coming more than once today. So I wanted to do a power of 3. I come on when I feel nudged, when I feel inclined, when I feel I'm supposed to. And it gave the outside a chance to warm up because I'm going to go for a little run. Good moment of you, Chris Tucker. It's a moment of you. Yeah, Heather. So Heather, this was a personal message for you, just to remember to breathe in during your interview tomorrow and know that you hold all of the light, and just anchoring into that and being you, being settled into that heart space so that you shine and um, bringing forth and stepping in and presenting all that you are in the light that you are, Heather. So beautiful. Yeah, so this morning's reading was a power of 3, Chris. I do these power of 3s. The power of 3s bringing the mind, the body, and the spirit together, and it creates literally a triangle, which is a portal. But that triangle, that portal is multidimensional, which actually then becomes a pyramid. A pyramid is like multidimensional, and that will bring, you know how a pyramid is protection, it's intensifying the energies. And so that's what we do to ourselves. We literally become the center of that pyramid, which is, maybe that's how it's related. Oh my God. So Christy, you were talking about Metatron, and Metatron is to do with the Merkaba, traveling within your own energy. So what we do on the power of 3, thank you, Christy, is we literally are activating our Merkaba, bringing all together in alignment to create a portal. And that's also representing the third eye. And I know you're into activating that third eye. It's about bringing together that power of 3, the power of 3. So my power of 3, if you're just joining, was how the human mind knows intuitively that there's more to life, and it's seeking the higher answer from God's source energy. And then we bring forth the body part, the heart of us that connects us multidimensional. And then that third leg was the spirit wrap up of that. So beautiful. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Hopefully that resonated. Anyone else have random people that want hug you. I don't have necessarily random people, Christy, but Mythos definitely hugs random people nonstop. Because you're holding a charge, a frequency that their heart feels, and that's connecting and activating them. So how your light is activated, Christy, when someone feels the need to touch or hug you, it's almost like subconsciously they're appreciating the light that you're illuminating. And on another level, their physical being is calling for that activation, that energy, and that light that you hold, Christy. So I'm going to shine you guys all on here. Master Light Blaster Chris, Master Light Blaster Heather, Teresa, Christy. Mythos is the most, I'm very, very blessed with Mythos, absolutely. All my children, but you know, Mythos, every kid is holding a frequency within their body for their own journey. So it's all beautiful, just like we're all beautiful. Do a full moon release today, guys, is Christy's recommendation. Sometimes people write down or they'll burn or have a ceremony. Also putting out, oh no, crystals are a full moon, not a new moon. But having your own, and it doesn't have to be any generated way that has been done before, Spirit says. It's through our intent. And whatever tool or modality or ceremony that applies to you that feels resonant is right. There is no right or wrong way to release your intentions. You can just write it on a piece of paper, tear it up, whatever, throw it, burn it, whatever, things that you're releasing. But you're not just releasing them, Spirit says. Anything in the past that you're releasing, you're actually transmuting it to a purified light that's taking you in your next cycle, Spirit is saying. So whatever you're releasing, it is activated light within you. You no longer need to repeat that cycle. You're taking all that is aided, the light activations from that past cycle, and now you're moving into that new beginning, that new expression of you. So beautiful. Thank you for that, Christy. And Heather, Master Light Black. I don't know if I said that already. Heather Graham, everyone, again, sending Heather just confidence for her interview. Gina Palazzo, how did you sneak in there? I didn't even see you. Thank you guys for the page numbers. Oh, I missed 55. Or no, I don't think I missed 55. All right. Anyone else? Shireen, I don't know if you're still there. Master Light Blaster. And I'm just shining you guys because your name holds a frequency, a vibration, and we're all receiving from one another. So it's acknowledging you. Oh, and Melanie, it's acknowledging you. Yeah, it's sharing you, sharing your light and all that you've been through for us to be activated as well. All right. All right. Thank you guys for everything. Before I'll give you guys an opportunity, if anyone out there wants a personal, I'll stick my PayPal up because I'm feeling that like the collective messages are pretty thorough and they really touch all of us. So if anyone wants a personal open donation, let me know. And if no one does, then I am going to head out. So I'll just put my PayPal. It's Ria Barna, whatever you feel. If you want a personal reading regarding all that we talked about or this new moon energy, your new cycle, if you feel that you need something more than this person, this collective message, let me know. I'll just stick that up there. I'll give you a second. And if not, I will head out. So you can do your normal Ria Barna, Temple of the Sun, or you could do the Ria Barna 1224 at Gmail. So I'll just stick that up there for a second, give anyone the opportunity that might want a quick personal, or even if you have a question that is outside the realm of this collective message, you can write it in the comments, or, you know, you're the one creating it. So you know exactly what you need from this higher, from your higher consciousness, from your higher self. So whatever, and I love the way Tamara did that yesterday. She made a donation and I asked her if she had a question. She goes, no, Ria will know, but it's not necessarily that I know. Your higher self is giving you that affirmation, that message that you need. You're the one creating it through your own reflection of the energy coming through. So you're guaranteed to get what you want. And when you approach something like that, you really do get what you want. Maybe not exactly in the way that you wanted, but it will click. And it might even be after the fact. After the fact, you might. Are you listening with your headphones today, Gina? Oh, goodness. All right. That's all right. Alik, that's a pretty name too. I was brushing my teeth and trying to get out the door. I just left a message today. I just left a message today. Thank you for your beautiful energy. Thank you, Christy. All right, guys. So I think sounds like we did what we needed to do for today. And when we don't get that outside validation, like when we know something and we don't get that outside validation from a partner or a job or a boss or the world in general, know, guys, that that is building a strength and courage within you, because when you keep on keeping on without that outside validation, it is just strengthening you in your light, in your confidence, in your fortitude, they're saying, stamina and perseverance. So know that when you hold on to something and haven't received that outside reflection, either it is working both ways. Maybe you need to release an expectation of how that needs to present, but also spirit is saying it is giving you that strength within to continue on regardless of what you see before you or even how you're feeling. Like a lot of, like, I know the past year and a half I've just been overly all aches and pains. I feel the best when I'm in movement, so they go away when I'm moving because I'm moving the energy, but like much stiffer. I used to be so flexible, and it's not like just an age thing. To me, it's a ascension symptom where my body is having to catch up to the spiritual frequencies, and in those aches and pains it can cause different side effects. The ascension symptoms are side effects in the physical body as we're processing these higher frequencies. And okay, so get to my point here. I believe, even without the affirmation, that it's just the ascension symptoms, that I'm processing greater codes of light. I'm releasing density. I'm releasing old thoughts, beliefs, ideas, judgments of self, and that's what is the physical pains or the stiffness are reflecting that. So I'm just keep allowing the process, and I'm believing in that, even though my body might be telling me otherwise in certain moments. So it's about that's gaining your strength and belief, and then once you're out the other side of it and you see the results of all that you believed in, then that's beautiful, and then that gives you that confidence to go on and share that with others because you had that experience. All right. I guess that's it, guys. All right. May you all shine, not with just a little drop, not just a little ray, but the entirety of all the love in light that you are